Yeah, let me show you all what I got tonight. This was kind of an interesting one. I got a call from a guy today. He's got bees in a flower pot. And so when he told me the size of the flower pot, he said it was probably, maybe 2 or 3 gallons. And he's right, it's a pretty small flower pot. So I thought, well, it must be a pretty small hive. But, optimistically, maybe there's something worthwhile in there. So I told him, hey, what, I'll come grab it. I said, if you don't want the flower pot, man, I'll just pick the flower pot up, stick it in the box, and go. And that's what we did. So I'm going to switch my light over here to a red light, and I'm going to flip this pot over so you guys can see this monster colony that I picked up in this flower pot. I'm going to set the camera down. I ain't even going to stop it. Y'all be patient. Oh man, it's heavy. Oh man. Let me get it picked up here, set up. Alright, get her flipped over. Whew. There we go. Alright, there they are. We got them. I'm pretty sure the pot itself weighs more than the bees. But looking down in there, I think I see the queen. I see the queen right now. I doubt y'all can see her. She's in there. I just saw her right down between the bottom of the 2 combs, right on this end. She got a tiger tail, I'll bet you. So what I'm going to do, this colony's too small to really thrive. That's what I explained to the homeowner. They'll survive, but they will not thrive. So what I'll actually end up doing is just taking the queen out of this hive and putting her into a hive that I know needs a queen. So I don't know why they're this small. What's interesting is I got this down in Tascasita, or Walden, between the lake and Tascasita, whatever, area called Walden. And last year I got a little tiny cluster out of a tree close to the same area, just like this, little tiny swarm, two combs just like this, and they had a queen, so it's not an after swarm. They are queen right. Just a teeny tiny little swarm for some reason. I'll put a link here in the video to that other video. I mean, they're almost identical. The only difference was that one was on a tree, and I just cut the limb out of the tree. But anyway, glad to have them. They're not attacking me, which it's nighttime. I got my red light on, so they're not flying up in my face. But that is funny that I just saw the queen. I wish I could have got better footage for y'all to see her. She was right down. Where's my finger? She was right down there at the bottom. So anyway, I've got a removal to do tomorrow, so I won't get a chance to do a cutout on them tomorrow, but just as quick as I can, I'll get that queen put into a hive that needs it, and help these bees to not just survive, but hopefully thrive. But that's it for this one. Small bees in a flower pot. So here's what I did just to help these little girls out for a treat. Hopefully they take it and use it. Down here into the front of the pot, if you can see right there, that little piece of blue wood, that's my shim. That's a 3/8 shim. I put underneath the front of the pot so they can crawl out the bottom. And then here on the top, where their entrance hole is at, where they're actually going in and out of that flower pot, the drain hole on the pot, I flipped this nook, this 5-frame feeding cover upside down. So the only access, as you can see, there's a wooden hole here, so the bees can come up through that original hole to get up in here, but they're the only ones that can get to it. And then I just put my jar of sugar water upside down on top of it. So I'll be able to feed them, and aside from robbers that could try to crawl in down there and go through the hive, these bees are the only ones that can get to it. I was trying to think, real quick in the house how I could feed them without risking them getting robbed because they're giving the feed. I think this will make it just fine. But yeah, I just walked out here and it's like, that'll work perfect. So it's one of those things, as a beekeeper, sometimes you gotta be quick on your feet to come up with a quick solution like this. But anyway, it's late at night. I think I'm gonna go to bed.